They sold you garbage. And they knew it. That brand new American RV you just drove off the lot, it lost $30,000 in value before you even made it home. The walls are already delaminating, the cabinets are stapled, and you're going to spend the next 15 years paying interest on something that'll be worthless in 10. Unless you know the loophole. Let's talk about what they're really selling you. Walk into any American RV dealership, and they'll show you something shiny. Slide outs, fancy trim, a full kitchen. They'll tell you it's a, quote, home on wheels. They'll get you approved for a $120,000 loan before you can even say depreciation. Here is what they won't tell you. Most modern RVs use laminated walls. Thin fiberglass skin bonded to cheap Luahn Luan plywood with adhesive. One leak from a roof seam, one bad window seal, and that adhesive dissolves. The walls blister, separate, delaminate. And once a sidewall is delaminated, you are looking at a full wall replacement. Most dealers won't even take delaminated units as trade-ins. The interior? Stapled together. Brad-nailed trim that pulls loose within months. Particleboard cabinetry wrapped in vinyl that swells and disintegrates the moment humidity touches it. Wiring stapled through insulation. Plumbing kinked and routed like a drunk person designed it. And the depreciation? Class A motorhomes lose 20 to 30% of their value in the first year alone. By year 5, you're down 38 to 45%. By year 10, 50 to 60%. Gone. Average lifespan of an American RV, 10 to 20 years. If you're lucky, if you catch the leaks early. But here is the kicker, he said, his tone growing more urgent. The dealership isn't done with you yet. Hidden prep fees, delivery charges, documentation fees that turn a $16,000 trailer into a $30,000 out-the-door bill. Aggressive extended warranties that cost thousands and are nearly impossible to claim against. Some dealers are literally running consignment fraud, selling RVs they don't own and never paying the actual owner. This is the RV scam. Planned obsolescence, wrapped in fiberglass and financed for 15 years. Now, here is what the industry does not want you to know. There is a federal law passed in the 1980s that lets you bypass all of this. It's called the 25-year import exemption, and it opens the door to vehicles they never wanted you to have access to. Commercial-grade diesel campers, built like tanks, engineered for 500,000 miles, already at the bottom of their depreciation curve. And they are legal. Completely legal. This is how it works, he explained with calm authority. Under the Imported Vehicle Safety Compliance Act, any motor vehicle that is at least 25 years old, measured by month and year of manufacture, is exempt from the NHTSA's Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards when you import it to the United States. Separately, the EPA excludes vehicles 21 years and older from Clean Air Act emissions compliance at import as long as the engine and emission system are in their original configuration. What does this mean in practice? For a 25-year-old or older camper van, no crash testing, no registered importer, no 150% value compliance bond, you check box 1 on DOT Form HS7. You attach proof of build date. You use code E on EPA Form 3520-1 for the 21-year emissions exclusion. Customs treats it like a normal used vehicle import, but simpler. You pay a 2.5% duty if it's classified as a passenger vehicle, or 25% if it's a truck or van under the, quote, chicken tax. Add a small merchandise processing fee and a harbor maintenance fee, and you're in. This is the loophole that unlocks an entire class of vehicles built to a completely different standard. Toyota HiAces, HiAces, Mitsubishi Delicas, Delicas, Nissan Caravans, Caravans. German vans built on commercial truck chassis. These weren't designed to be lightweight vacation boxes. They were designed to be workhorses, commercial delivery vans, mining camp transport, utility rigs that had to survive. Take the Toyota 1, KZTE, a 3.0-liter turbocharged diesel engine. When maintained, these commonly reach 300 to 400,000 kilometers. That's 180,000 to 250,000 miles and beyond. Some owners report over 500,000 miles on the original block. Compare that to the average American RV engine, which is usually just a light-duty truck motor stressed beyond its design limits by pulling a house. And here is the financial genius of this strategy. These rigs are already at the bottom of their depreciation curve at 25+ years. Their value is driven by condition, rarity, and enthusiast demand, not by newness. If you buy well and maintain well, the downside in depreciation is limited. You're not watching $30,000 evaporate in 12 months. You're buying an asset that might actually appreciate if clean truck regulations tighten and supply dries up. Let me break down what you are actually looking at. Ocean freight, $1,000 to $3,000 to ship from Japan or Europe to a United States port. Customs duty, 2.5 to 25% of purchase price. Brokerage and fees. Customs bond runs $150 to $500. Broker fees run $400 to $800 per shipment. Purchase price, a clean, low-mileage 25-year-old Toyota HiAce diesel camper, $10,000 to $25,000. Total landed cost, typically $15,000 to $35,000 all in, for a rig that can run another 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Compare that to a new Class C at $120,000, losing $24,000 in the first year and requiring constant warranty repairs for delamination, water damage, and failed appliances. It is not even close. Now, I know what you're thinking, he said with a slight chuckle, but it's right-hand drive. Isn't that dangerous? Let me tell you about a guy from Texas, ham radio operator, drove mail trucks for 30 years, right-hand drive every single day on American roads. You know what he told people when they asked him about safety? I can see the ditch better. He is right. In a large van, sitting on the right side actually gives you better visibility of the road edge, the shoulder, and the obstacles on the right. You are not blind to half your vehicle. And here's the thing. Right-hand drive is completely legal in all 50 states for personal use. Federal NHTSA has explicitly stated there is no prohibition on right-hand drive vehicles. You just need to adjust your habits. Use your mirrors. Be cautious on left turns until you get used to the sight lines. Millions of postal workers do it every day without issue. Now, this isn't a magic bullet. You are trading one set of risks for another. State registration. Some states make this easy. Some make it hell. California, for example, requires a visual emissions inspection if your rig is a diesel over 14,000 pounds GVWR and was originally sold in the United States. But if it's a foreign market vehicle never sold here, you might be exempt. You need to check your state DMV rules carefully. Insurance. This is where it gets tricky. Many major carriers won't insure right-hand drive imports or motorhomes over 25 years old. You will likely need a specialty insurer, Hagerty, HiAce, Grundy, or American Modern. Expect to pay $800 to $2,000 per year for stated value coverage. Financing? Forget traditional RV loans. Most banks won't touch a 25-year-old import. You are looking at personal loans, home equity lines of credit, or cash. Mechanical reality. Yes, the 1KZTE is legendary for longevity, but it is also prone to head cracking if overheated. The cooling system is the Achilles heel. You need to do your due diligence, compression test, leak down test, cooling system pressure check before you buy. And just like the domestic RV market is full of fraud, so is the import world. Fake listings, overpayment scams, brokers who take your deposit and disappear, vehicles with hidden rust, flood damage, or rolled back odometers. You need to verify build dates with manufacturer documentation, not just the seller's word. Hire an independent mechanic near the export location to inspect before you wire money. Use reputable import brokers with verifiable track records. The 25-year import rule lets you opt out of the debt-driven consumerist cycle. It lets you buy a tool instead of a status symbol, an asset instead of a liability. So here is the bottom line. The American RV industry sold you garbage because they could. because the finance system enabled it, because planned obsolescence is more profitable than durability. But the 25-year import exemption gives you a way out. You can import a commercial-grade diesel camper built for 500,000 miles. You can skip the dealership. You can avoid the depreciation cliff. You can stop paying interest on something designed to fail. Is it more complex than walking into a dealership and signing papers? Yes. Does it require due diligence, mechanical knowledge, and patience? Absolutely. But here is the thing. So does owning an American RV. Except with the American RV, you are doing all that work after you've already lost $30,000. The choice is yours. Do your research. Verify build dates. Hire inspectors. Use reputable brokers. And remember, the industry doesn't want you to know about this because it cuts them out of the equation. Oh, and that mail carrier from Texas? He's still driving right-hand, still seeing the ditch better than you. Don't buy their junk.